Hey, what's up guys? I'm Dave, and your warm welcome in Aviation World channel. Today we will see amazing aviation moment that captured on camera. So, let's begin with first clip. This amazing Myanmar National Airlines Embraer 190 faced nose landing gear collapse and forced to land without landing gear. After complete stop, the crew immediately started an evacuation, and no one was seriously injured. This accident has happened in Mandalay International Airport. This pilot manages to land the plane without landing gear, and it shows great skill of the pilots. This amazing Sukhoj Superjet 100 plane is manually pushed back by the hand. This incident is captured at Bodo Airport. This Viva Aerobus a 320 plane faced right side engine failure after takeoff, and it producing flames and sparks. The pilot immediately shut down the engine and returned to Guadalajara and made safe landing. This massive 747 plane deliberately crashed into a building.
Holy fuck. Dude, that thing's moving so fast. Oh my god. Oh! It's not stopping. Oh. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Don't worry, this stunt was just performed for Tenet movie scene. This journalist is making report on 100th anniversary of Azerbaijan Republic Army. Then suddenly this departing helicopter is passing too close to a journalist. This stunt was the part of celebration. This man is driving his car and suddenly the helicopter hasn't come front of car.
Whoa.
The helicopter is almost invisible due to heavy fog condition. The world's busiest airport experienced an uncommon occurrence when this Delta Boeing 757, this Wizz Air Airbus A321 neoplane performs crazy low landing at Skyethos Airport. The plane approaches way down glide path. This runway is popular for plane spotters due to its beach just before the runway. This glider gets out of control due to heavy gusty winds and result in loss of directional control on landing, then crashed. This amazing microlight aircraft crashed due to sudden power loss after being takeoff. This happened due to failure of ruptured fuel pipe, and the pilot remained uninjured in accident. This stunning takeoff of the supersonic tuple of Tu-160 plane using its full afterburner. The Tu-160 is heaviest supersonic military aircraft ever built, which can touch top speed of 2 Mach. This Boeing 767 plane made an emergency landing without landing gear in Poland. Pilot manages to land his plane without any landing gear, and he brings the plane to a full stop without any fire, or fatalities, or even injuries. This is a turbine and Strom helicopter on the helipad of a Greenpeace ship ready for the takeoff, but gets out of control and the skilled pilot gets control back. This 747 is sitting in a boneyard in Mojave, and it began to lift off the ground due to heavy wind condition. Without the weight of its engines and with its landing flaps deployed, it caused to slightly lift up the plane. This man tries to push the plane, which was sliding on the icy runway.
Oh, shoot.
It looks funny, but they managed to stop sliding plane. This man climbs on the roof of the plane in order to protest the flight. These two Slovak government aircraft approach at runway at same time. Then, Airbus A319 decided to go around. This stunt was the part of the famous annual Slovak International Air Festival. This amazing C-17 Globemaster cargo plane faced compressor stall while performing the power back stunt in South Korea. The compressor stall happens when there is an imbalance between airflow supply and the airflow demand. In short, incompatible pressure ratio with the engine RPM. This amazing sailplane glider shows an impressive low pass over the airfield in Poland. This Boeing 727 passenger plane of Ryanair is landing without its nose landing gear because its landing gear stuck. The pilot made tremendous job by keeping plane's nose up in the air for as long as it possible, and this accident has happened in Tehran. The Airbus A330 plane made a great landing during sunset with low visibility due to foggy conditions in Milan.
40, 30, 20, retard.
This Etihad Boeing 787 plane performing a low pass on formation. They flying over Yas Marina circuit with 7 Al Fursan aerobatics and displaying the UAE colors. This amazing historic plane suddenly hit with a parked Cessna. Maybe the pilot wanted to test its build quality. This Falcon 900 plane was taking off but suddenly canceled the takeoff attempt and crashed after overrun the runway. This Cessna 180 plane has tip on one side and makes ground loop after landing on the gusty wind conditions. The pilot almost visited the Death Angel. The Cessna 310 plane faced right landing gear collapse while landing and veers throughout the runway.
Yeah.
This accident was captured during the 2022 EAA Air venture. The pilot came out without any injuries. This F-16 RC fighter jet is flying, then suddenly hit an electric pole and completely destroyed. Let's see the video in slow motion so you can see clearly. The Kuwait government Boeing 737 plane has a tail strike while performing takeoff from the Prestwick airport. This amazing Pa-25 Pawnee plane performing races with the truck and passed very low over the truck's roof. This DHL Boeing 757 plane crashes after landing on runway while facing a hydraulic issue and broke the plane into two parts.
Uy, madre santa, mae. Uy, mae.
Luckily, both the pilots get out without any injuries. The firefighter and rescue team arrived at the right time, which prevent a fire. This Lockheed Martin L-188 plane is suffering from a landing gear failure and forced to land on belly. After landing, the plane received a major damage, but fortunately board crew are saved. This amazing Emirates Airbus A380 plane is suddenly hit by the lightning strike while vacating the runway. This Russian Il-76 cruise plane has loaded with VAP-2 discharge, which can hold up to 42 tons of water, and that dropping water from high altitude during the firefighting training.
In Farnborough Airshow, this Airbus A380 plane shows amazing low-pass flying with over its stall speed. Don't worry, the plane was empty, no passengers on board. The pilot applies thrust reveres too early in the midair and pilot almost lose control over the plane. This incident was captured at Stansted Airport. During the Sun Fun Aerospace Expo Festival at Lakeland Linder Airport, this Beechcraft 18 twin aircraft was too far from the people but suddenly shows tremendous low pass over the people. This amazing Douglas DC-3 aircraft suffers from a runway excursion while landing on dirt strip runway. Fortunately, the pilot has saved during this accident. In Greece Airport, this amazing Airbus A321 Neo plane almost hit to the people just before touchdown. This Airbus A300 plane face engine failure in midair and causing it to feel extreme vibration, and it looks horrible. Then pilot immediately decide to go back to airport for emergency landing. The F-15E Eagle fighter jet faced an engine failure during the takeoff. Then pilot immediately stopped the aircraft before the runway end. The CH-47 Chinook helicopter from Royal Netherlands Air Force deliver entire boat in the river. This amazing Boeing 767 plane faced engine stall just after takeoff and started producing multiple strikes of flames. Then pilot immediately shut down the engine and returned the airport for safe landing. The Boeing 737 plane from United Airlines faced hard wing tip strike during the landing, and pilot immediate take action by cancel the landing attempt. This amazing Boeing 757 plane from Royal New Zealand Air Force shows tremendous low pass at high speed. This Boeing 737 plane of Korean Air has to go around after long float over the runway and touchdown. The Supermarine Spitfire plane actually spits fire flames from its exhaust pipes when the pilots try to start his plane. These two amazing CH-47 Chinook helicopters shows tremendous low passes over the beach. The plane was doing takeoff, but suddenly strike the ground with his propeller, then flip over. Fortunately, the pilot gets out without any major injuries. This plane was taking off, but suddenly its wings strike to the ground and then causing it to crash. This plane is performing very low pass to ground. This plane is flying very close to the ground. This plane in Russia was taking off but ran off at the end of the runway and crashed after canceling the takeoff attempt. This plane is flying really close to the helicopter. This helicopter pick up 4 people from the water and they just hold the helicopter all the way back to land. This man was recording the video of plane that was performing very low pass, but the plane flew too low and almost hit man who was recording. This helicopter in Mexico City crashed into the ground. Luckily, no one was injured. This stunt plane has crashed in the air show while performing the stunt. Fortunately, no one was injured and the pilot gets out. Plane landing gear collapsed due to rough grass ground.
Whoa! He's lost a lot. You got that? He lost it.
This skilled helicopter pilot tries to land helicopter on the stand and he made it. This yellow helicopter is skating on the ice. It looks amazing. this fighter jet flying very close to the building. This yellow plane's wings suddenly folded and the plane crashed when it tried to get higher altitude. Luckily, the pilot gets out. This X-31 plane is nearly has tail strike while landing. The crosswinds make plane to land sideways and it almost uncontrolled while landing. This huge Airbus A380 is landing sideways while heavy crosswind.
Look at these pilots. Oh, no. Is he got it? He's going to go around. Is he going to go around? Oh my God, look at it. Wow.
This plane performs tremendous low pass over the river. This plane is landing during the heavy thunderstorm, which makes difficult for pilot to see the runway. In Dubai, this person with jetpack is flying very close to Airbus A380 plane. This plane is making the world record for shortest takeoff as well as shorted landing. The Royal Australian Air Force C-17 Globemaster performs a low pass which is close to the buildings, and this stunt is part of a rehearsal for the famous Sunsuper Riverfire Festival in Brisbane. Let's see the raw footage. The Spirit Airbus A320neo goes to an engine fire after hitting a bird during the takeoff, and the pilots make decision to evacuate the aircraft on the runways. Nobody was injured during this accident. Let's see the raw footage. The Red Bull Air Race pilot almost hits the Cessna plane which was parked further on the taxiway, and its propeller strike into the runway. Let's see the footage. The parked flyby Bombardier Dash 8 suddenly start moving and hit another aircraft parked there.